Hi, it's Campbell Such. This is Mindbite Thursday, your weekly dose of the human edge in technology. This week, fear. What fears are holding you back from doing some of the most amazing things in your life that you could do if the fear wasn't there, or if it turned out that the fear was unfounded? Gilbert wrote a book called Stumbling on Happiness, and in the research and all of the testing and interviewing that he did, what he's discovered is that as humans we're really, really bad at predicting how we're going to feel about something that we're about to embark on. Either we're going to think it's going to be fantastic and it turns out not to be so much, or we think it's going to be terrible or terrifying or horrible and it turns out that we don't feel so bad. I've got two bucket lists. The first one is my bucket list of things I want to do, which is a really big list. The second one is a bucket list of things that I want to not do, which is a much smaller list. And at the top of that list is a parachute jump, based on the sheer terror of the idea that a parachute wouldn't open and I'd just be splat. So the consequences, disastrous. So I chose never to do it. But what happened this year? My son, trying to push his dad, Ollie bought me a parachute jump 5 weeks ago. How do you think I felt? Terrified for a second, and then what could I do? Say, no, I'm not going to do it? Committed to doing it, booked it in, the 4 or 5 weeks in the lead up each week, it was like, I'm not feeling as terrified as I thought I would. People would ask me, how do you feel? I'm like, well, I think I'm in denial. 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, get into the last week. The Monday, how are you feeling? Well, I think I'm in denial. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, think I'm in denial. Saturday comes, last Saturday. In the morning, wake up, still not feeling terrified, and drove up to Helensville, up to Parakai, met my jumper, and the guy was going to jump with my tandem jumper. We got suited up, got onto the plane, 20-minute plane flight up to 13,000 feet, which means a 45-second free fall. Sitting in the plane watching it, a little bit like it's in a movie, same thing. I'm like, am I in denial? And then we're the third one out of the plane. He's talked me through what we need to do. I have to put my feet underneath the step on the side of the plane, probably so I can't push back to make sure we don't jump. Head back on a shoulder, and suddenly we're out. They told us down the bottom before we came that your brain will do two things. That the adult brain is going to go, WTF, what have you done? And your child brain is going to be going, woohoo! Well, I had a tiny little catch of the adult brain going WTF and a massive rush, an adrenaline rush. The kid thing was just woohoo, 45-second free fall, amazing. And it felt like it took ages. 3, 2, 1 I got my tandem jumper's hand in front of my face. I knew that was going to be the chute deployment. A slight little catch when we suddenly dropped, but that was fine. It deployed fine, and we came down and floated down, landed gently. What a rush. Gilbert's words ringing in my ears. I was terrified of the idea of jumping. It turned out when I did it, the terror wasn't there. In fact, it was all exhilaration. Does that make me brave? No, it just meant I really didn't have any idea how I was going to feel. So my question for you is, what are you not doing because of fear of what might happen as a result? Is there some small thing that you can do to just give yourself a little taste of it, to see whether or not the terror or the fear or the anxiety or the anxiousness that you're feeling is something that when you do it, you won't feel like that? And equally, if it's something that you really want to do, and if you're going to make a big commitment to something, try a little bit of it, because you might find that it's not as good as you think it's going to be, or maybe your feeling won't be as good as it is as you think it's going to be. So I'd love to hear of any fears that you've had that have come up, that have been unfounded like that, or the other way around, things that you thought you really wanted to do that turned out to not be like that. That's Campbell Such, Mindbite Thursday for this week. See you next week.